And joining us now on 40/20/90s on the record is Judge Patrick Deakins of Washington County. Judge, you're a Republican running for re-election. Why do you feel that you need another term?
Well, wonderful to be here, Ms. Union. What I'd say is 4 years ago, I went to the public and made some promises. And what I'd like to say now is I think those promises have been kept. We'd like to be rehired and do more work. We tried to prioritize our growth through the infrastructure. Washington County Judge has a lot of role in that with terms of our road systems. We also wanted to demand efficiency in county government, and we wanted to make sure our first responders and our law enforcement community had the tools that they need. And so what we've done is we've addressed a historic amount of road pavement. We paved over 200 miles in 2024. That was a historic amount of work. And then since then, we've innovated new road products. Chip seal is the way the county usually paves roads. We know that's very utilitarian. It's a very frugal way to do roads, but it also can be dirty, dusty. So we innovated a new product, Road Forge, that goes down, makes those roads much cleaner. We built a new emergency operations center in Washington County, so we're prepared now for any first responder emergencies that we need. We've given them the tools to respond to those. We've started the community rebuilding initiative within our justice system to make sure those people who are suffering from drug abuse, addictions, or mental health issues get the treatment that they need, so hopefully they never come back and come back into our criminal justice system. And finally, we've addressed efficiency. My office alone, every contract, every check comes through my office that the county pays. Just through renegotiations and contract consolidations, we've saved over $2 million a year. So we believe we've put Washington County on the future footing to be successful, and we want to continue that work.
Now, you do have a couple of opponents.
Sure.
You have two Republicans running against you in the primary election and a Democrat in the general election. What are the top three, if re-elected, what are the top three issues that you want to focus on for the next term?
One of my proudest achievements is I think Washington County is now viewed as a good partner. When we walk into a room, people know that any commitments that we make are going to be made. I want to continue that work, collaborating with our growing cities in the county. They're seeing this population growth more than anyone. Those resources are being stretched, and we want to be there for them. The other thing is we need to modernize the county. Cybersecurity is a big issue. We see our partners around the state becoming vulnerable to that. We want to make sure our cybersecurity is up to snuff. And then finally, what we want to do is continue to save money for Washington County taxpayers. To meet these demands of growth, it's going to take every dollar and every public resource used responsibly. And we can continue doing that work by open and transparent bidding and contract negotiation, which we've already started. We can take that to the next level.
Now let's talk about transparency, because there are some concerns in Washington County of how some in the sheriff's office possibly misused funds. So as a county judge, what is your role in overseeing that, and how would you address that further in the future?
What we do is, constitutionally, the county judge position is over all property in the county. That's a heavy responsibility. Anytime we have to investigate misuse, we of course want to bring that transparently to the taxpayer. What I can say is any actions that we've taken, any investigations that we've done, those are completely open to the public. They can read every file in that file. And so what I'm wanting the public to know is we're here to work for them. We're here to bring them the information. I can enforce certain laws and certain regulations through my office, but at the end of the day, it's up to the Washington County taxpayers to decide what kind of future they want. We believe we've given them a good future, a good outlook here, and we're ready to be rehired.
So why do you believe you are the best candidate, and why should voters vote for you again?
We now have the experience. Washington County judge is a big role. I have to switch my diversity every day. I could be down in the trenches on a technical road issue, but I'm also expected to throw on a sports coat and go into the boardroom. That's a big dynamic role, and we're ready to face the future. I have the experience now, and I have the record to run on, and we're ready to continue.
All right, Judge Deakins, thank you so much for joining us today on 40/20/90s on the record. Republican running again for the Washington County judge position. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.